Hi everybody, thank you for joining me in my live video. This is Robert Harley. This is the Excel Your Life show, and coming to you live once again from the comfort of my work lunchroom, staff lunchroom. I'm on my break again, but decided to come and do my live. Tonight we're gonna get right into today's topic. As you know, if you've been following along the last few videos that I've been doing, you know, we've been going through those um, those life altering questions that everyone should ask or have been asking throughout history themselves. What, those 5 questions, and tonight's going to be the last question we're going to talk about tonight is where am I going? Where am I going? This question has to do with destiny. Destiny. Until you are able to answer this question, your life is just existing. No, we don't want to live a life of just existence, going through the mundane routine of going to work, paying bills, sleep, eat, wake up, and do the whole thing over again. No, we want to live a life of excitement, a life we want to maximize our life. Let's just put it that way. Maximize our life, live life to the fullest. But you got to know where you're going. Now, when I'm talking about where you're going, there's two things. If you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you there. And when you get there, you won't know when you get there, right? You should always know where in life you want to go. You all should always know where in life you want to go. Now, there's two destiny that we could talk about. The one is the destiny in terms of you achieving your pursuing your goals and your dreams. You becoming more than you currently are right now, becoming a different person, changing, growing, developing yourself to become a different person than you are currently right now. So that's one. That's one destiny that we could do. You want to leave a legacy. You want to leave this world better than the way you came. Better than when you came in this world. You want to leave this world a better place because of who you have become and who you are. But the second next destiny that we want we could talk about. I'm not sure we're going to get into that destiny. Is the destiny of after death, where you want to go after you die. Now, according to the Bible, there's only one of two places you can go after you die. That is either heaven or hell. Heaven or hell. So where you want to go? What's your destiny? Where do you want to end up? You want to end up in heaven or you want to end up in hell? The choice is yours. The choice is yours. It's not God's choice. If a lot of people think that it's not God. God is not the one who chooses who goes to heaven and who goes to hell. We are the one who decide that. We're the one who decide that, not God. So, but we're not going to talk about that tonight. We want to focus on your destiny and who you are and who you want to become. You pursuing your goals and your dreams. So let's talk more about that aspect of destination. Where are you going? Where in life are you going? As I said, the one sentence I will read over this one sentence. If you don't know where you are going, then any road will take you there. If you don't know where you are going, then any road will take you there. Now, how do you determine where you're gonna go? How do you determine where in life you want to head your life to head? What direction you want your life to head to? That's where goals and dreams comes into place. That's when you have goals and you sit down and you write down those goals. You write down and say, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I want to achieve in my life. This is what I want to do with my life. And you sit down and you write it out. And you write out a plan of action of how you want to go from where you are to where you want to go. And So this is how you determine where you go, where you're going to end up in life, is you having goals and dreams, you pursuing your goals and dreams, and you having a predetermined destination that you want to end up. It's just like if you're gonna go on a trip, right? If you're gonna go, let's say you're taking a trip across country, you're going from one side of the country to the next side of the country. Would you just jump in your car and pack a bag, jump in the car to start driving? No, wouldn't you want a map? When you want a predetermined destination? When you want to have a navigation system of some sort? And a map or a map book, or these days there's a navigation either on your phone or in your car, something that will map out you can you enter in an address. Just say you want to go from here to, let's say I live in Canada, so let's say I want to go from here to Alberta. Alberta is the next. I live in BC, Canada. And the next province over from BC, next door to BC, is Alberta. So you just say I want to go from BC to Alberta, and I want to. There's a certain area that I want to go. So what I do, in a navigation system, you enter in the address of where you want to go, and then next thing you know, the navigation will have a predetermined, a pre-mapped out roadmap for you, tell you where to go, where to turn, and stuff like that. So so when to turn left, when to turn right. The navigation, they even tell you, turn right, turn left. The next 100 meters, turn right. The next 100 meters, turn left. It even tell you when to turn and when to do stuff like that. That's what we want to do with our lives. We want to be able to follow a roadmap of our goals and dreams fully mapped out for us, that will tell us that we will know, and we'll know where we're heading. We're not just like a ship on the open seas of life, tossed to and fro, with the winds and the wave and everything else that comes along. We're not, what Jesus called that, or actually it wasn't Jesus. The Bible called that. I think it's James called that in the book of James in the Bible. He says, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. When you're double-minded, is when you don't know, you don't know where you're going. You're just like, you're tossed to and fro. Everything that comes along with your life is just being tossed about by life circumstances. You're not really living a life with a definite aim in mind, with a definite aim. With you definitely aiming at something towards a predetermined destination. So you're just like tossed to and from, whatever will, and it's one of those, the song, K Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. You can't live your life like that. You can't live your life with a K Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. You can't. Life is not meant to live like that, And so when you ask yourself this last question, where am I going? You can't find the answer if you have this case, Sarah, whatever will be, mentality. You will not find the answer if you have that kind of mentality. You have to have the mentality of saying, okay, this is what I want out of life. This is my goals and my dreams. This is what I'm willing to do to accomplish my goals and dreams. This is where I want to end up a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now. This is where I want to end up. And this is what I'm willing to do to end up there. And so you have your goals and your dreams mapped out, and you're working towards it. You're working towards becoming the person you want to become. You're working towards going in the direction you want your life to go. You're working towards you accomplishing your goals and your dreams. Only then would you say, when you ask yourself that question, where am I going? You can look at your predetermined destination and say, yes, I know where I'm going. I know I'm going to be very highly successful in this field. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I'm just looking at the clock to make sure, because I'm on my break. So just looking up at the clock to see how I'm doing for time. Um, but using myself an example, my I have goals and dreams to for Excel Your Life, right? This is the Excel Your Life, my Excel Your Life business is going to be an international business. I'm going to have offices. My goal is to have offices of Excelli Life all over the world. I want Excelli Life to be a multi-billion-dollar company. I want to travel. I want to have a whole live seminars of Excelli Life, live 1 day seminars, 2 day seminars. That's my goals, my dreams. I already have it mapped out. I already have it written down, and so on. There's something, and that is something that I'm working towards of accomplishing of having 1 day seminars, 2 day seminars, having my own workshops, having my own conventions, inviting people to come to my convention, having people come into my workshop to come and participate in changing their lives on a weekend, weekend getaway. Come to the Excel Life event and have your life transform. I have different speakers come and speak on the stage, and you just have people come and just have their life transform by what the teaching that they receive at one of these events. See, so that's my destination. That's where, as I said, when I ask myself that question, where am I going? I'm going towards my goals and my dream. I'm going towards making my goal or my dream of Excel Your Life becoming a reality. I'm working on one of my goals is to become an author. I'm working on I'm becoming an author. I'm in the middle of writing books. I already written one book. I'm just still in the process of getting it published, believe it or not. But I'm still working on that. But getting that book published, and I'm also at the same time working on other books. There's 3 other books that I'm currently working on right now. Getting those books, and I already have in my background another book that I want to write also after these other 3. So I'm working towards that. So where am I going? I'm working on myself to become a motivational, inspirational speaker in high demand. I'm working on becoming a best-selling author of many books. I'm working on becoming a highly sought after motivational speaker, author, convention, a guy who, a business owner, successful business owner, business person. That's my destination, where my goals and dreams are concerned. Remember, we're focusing on the destination and where you want to end up a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. In terms of you pursuing your goals and your dreams, what's your destination? If you don't know where you're going, then any road will take you there. You got to have a road. You got to have a road map. You can't just jump in the car and start driving aimlessly and then end up wherever the car will take you. No, that's not how life are meant to live. And unfortunately, that's how the majority of people live their life. It's just like they just jump in the car and they're just driving aimlessly. They don't have any predetermined destination of where they want to go and where they want to end up. They're just living life aimlessly without any definite aim in mind. And life is not meant to live like that, and we cannot live our lives with that like that and end up and hopefully end up where we someday like to be, that someday attitude. Oh, someday I'm going to do this, and someday I'm going to do that. Someday I'll have this, and someday I'll have that. Someday I'll do this, someday I'll do that. You can't have that someday attitude and expect it that someday it will happen. You got to be more precise than that. You can't get rid of that someday attitude, that someday mentality. That someday attitude and someday mentality will never take you where you want to go. It will never take you to any predetermined destination of where you want to go. It's a good place to start, but you cannot just live your life there. You can't say, oh, someday I'd like to be rich. Let's say, for example, someday I'd like to be rich. Who doesn't want to be rich someday? Who doesn't want to be rich someday? And everybody wants to be rich someday. You got to be more precise than that. You got to be more definite than that. Let's break that down from, instead of someday, let's put a specific day, a date in mind, for example. And also let's put exactly what you're willing to do today, tomorrow, to get to that, to get to where you become rich someday. You see, when you said things like, oh well, someday I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich someday. That's a person who's wishful thinking, and who's allowing their life to be tossed to and fro for every wind and wave. Who's in the sea of life, and they're not really having a predetermined destination. Because although you want to be rich someday, you're still not being precisely what you want, of what you want. What's the definition of rich? Is earning $100,000 a rich to you? Earning $1 million rich to you? Having $1 billion, is that rich to you? You see, you have to define all those kind of things. You gotta say, you gotta know what rich is to you. You can't just say, I want to be rich someday. What is rich to you? What amount of money is rich to you? And what kind of lifestyle you consider to be rich? You know, you gotta know all those things. Remember, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So even if you want to be rich someday, and I'm not just using that as an example, even if you want to be rich someday, you're still not on a road. You're still on the road of not knowing where you're going, and any road will still take you there, you know, because you're still not on a precise road. You're still not on a precise predestination, like on a navigation. You still need to be more precise than that, and more break it down even more than that, because everybody want to be rich someday. The majority of people in this society, people who go into a mundane job, working Monday to Friday, you know, working a 9-to-5 job, they all want to be rich someday. Why do you think they're going to work? You know, they want to be rich someday, and that's why they're not rich today, because they're too vague in their endeavor. You need to be more precise than that. So that's what we're talking about when you said, where am I going? Where do you want to end up in life? Where do you see yourself in a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And what are you doing today to work towards becoming that, getting to that destination? You know, you can't just jump in the car and you get head out to you know, to the next, head out across town, and don't have a predetermined route that you're going to take to get it to where you want to go. Even if it's in your head, you know, maybe you live in the city and you're familiar with your city, and you want to go from one place in the city to the next place in the city. Even if it is in your head, you still need to have a predetermined, you know, where you're going to go, what route you're going to take to get to where you want to go. And if you're not going to use a navigation system or a map book, a physical map book, you know, you still have to have something predetermined. Even if it's in your head, it's like, okay, I can go down the street and I can turn here, I can turn there, and then that will take me there. You know, that will take me to where I want to go. So even if it's in your head, you still need to have a predetermined destination mapped out in your head, or on paper, or in a navigation system to take you where you want to go. And this is something you can take and apply in your own life. And when it comes to you pursuing your goals and your dreams, you got to be more precise than that. You got to know where you're going. Anyways, because of time, you know, I'm doing this at work, and I'm on my break here at work, and then taking up most of my lunch, my break time at here just to do this live. So because of time, I'm gonna finish it right here, and maybe next time I talk about this particular subject, these questions in the future, talk about this question again, and go through these questions again in future videos. I'll get into more detail, get into more of these, what we were talking about tonight. Where am I going to talk about more detailed, be more detailed, more precise. But for tonight, I just want to thank everybody for joining me. Really appreciate it. And just ask you to do three things for me. One is like the video, two is share the video, and three, leave a comment on this video. I would highly greatly appreciate you doing so for me. Until next time, tune in next time. I already have a new mini series that I want to talk on now that I finish these questions, and I have a new mini series that I want to starting tomorrow. So join me tomorrow to hear this new mini series that I want to speak on in my live videos. So it'd be good. So, and anyways, until then, this is Robert Harley. This is the Excel Your Life Show. God bless you. I love you. Peace. Oh, sorry to all of you Canadians out there, everybody who watched me from the Canadian, happy Canada Day. I know it's kind of late because it's the end of the day, but happy Canada Day. I should have said it in yesterday's video. Anyways, I'm saying it today. Happy Canada Day, guys. God bless Canada.